And yet again, Gab is under attack. For like, what was it? 16th time? I done lost fucking count. Well, recently, there was a shooting, and someone found a connection between the shooting and the shooter's profile on Gab. Well, this person was very vocal about their ideology and their beliefs and what they were going to do. Now, this dude's one of the few out of the 300 million people in America that would actually enact on their ideology physically and hurt people, kill people. Now, whose fault is that? It's definitely not fucking Gab's fault. But like everything, the small guy is the person that catches the most heat. Now, for years, Microsoft, Google, and every other big fucking Silicon Valley company has been bashing and trying to get Gab off their servers. Anti-Semitic, these Nazis, and then people just parrot that on other social media platforms that is just full of Nazis. It's like they kind of feel safe there because they can say anything they want. They still face fucking opposition, but that's what they need. They need opposition. Getting rid of them off your platform isn't going to make them stop being Nazis or racist or anti-Semitic. You have to put them in the fucking spotlight, and you have to say, that's fucking dumb. What you're spouting is dumb. Getting rid of them is like, oh, well, they're over here scheming, and you don't know shit. You don't know shit. And see, more people would know about this individual being anti-Semitic and being the type of individual to enact on his hate towards people if they would be on fucking Gab. Now, this ain't no fucking promotion. You can get on Gab. I don't see what I did there. I'm just kidding. You can make a profile if you're really that fucking worried about Gab being just filled with Nazis, because Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, fucking MySpace. There are so many fucking degenerate people in there. Nazis, anti-Semitic, racist, fucking Trigglypuffs, fucking everywhere. It's like, but do you see these billion-dollar tech companies getting shut down? Fucking no. This is, you can say, oh, deep state, tinfoil hat motherfucker. It's like, no. You see what's going on. People, I mean, I'm not huge into the tech industry empire stuff, but I know that Facebook and Twitter didn't get this big by getting lucky. They were invested in. They were given money to be big in return that later on the investment would be worthy. But bullying Gab is making everyone's argument and making the deep state more plausible, and that everything's going to lead to technocracy, or it already is. But stop bullying Gab. They did nothing wrong. They're hosting a freedom of free speech social media in the time of mass censorship on Twitter, which Twitter's doing a damn good fucking job. NPC memes, really? That's the fucking problem? You have people on there saying, oh, let's go kill a bunch of whites. It's like, I mean, you also got a bunch of people on there saying, let's go kill a bunch of blacks. But I mean, it's the same thing. But Twitter's like, oh, well, these people are hating minorities. Oh, we got to get them off. It's like, oh, well, these people are hating the majority of the fucking population. It's like, there are more dark-skinned individuals in the entirety of the world than there are whites. That's just world-based. Let's go back to country-based. You can't say this is right and this is wrong when they're both saying the exact same fucking thing. It just differs by skin color. Calling for the killing of people is still calling for the killing of people. The censorship of this group should also mean the censorship of this group. Going by the people, oh, mighty SJW, let's fucking parrot this shit. By that logic, no one should be, every individual should have a muzzle in their mouth and they can't say shit. Just buzzing fucking static noise like a little fucking robot. No. I have been critical of Gab, but now they deserve every spot in the fucking world. Billboards, fucking blimps in the sky, the bottom of your fucking shoe when you get gum on it. They deserve to talk shit. Gab, if you fucking watch this video, this is where you talk the most fucking shit. You do everything you can to be like, you know what? Fuck you. This is where you go talk to all the free speech people that state that they're for free speech, the big millionaires, and be like, look, get some more people on your team, figure out how you're going to get a better marketing plan, get billionaires to invest in you. Now, make sure if you do a contract, make sure you sign it where they don't control you. That's what happened to Twitter. That's what happened to Facebook. You have to have a plan to outdo the people trying to censor you. Now, after you get back on your feet, let's say you want to make your own servers to host your site. Go ahead and do that. Any other people you get, it's going to have to be something you do. You can no longer rely on third-party cloud servers to host anything you have. You have to make the initiative to make your own cloud servers, to make your own servers to host your site. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere, because then who's going to fucking censor you when you pretty much own everything? Now, they can be like, hey, this is a threat to national security. It's like, how? If anything, if people come on here and start planning to fucking blow buildings up, obviously you'll fucking see it. Hell, the fact that we exist and fucking terrorists and shit feel comfortable, fucking killers feel comfortable come on here. It's like, you can see what the fuck they're talking about. Leave it like it fucking is. The whole point of social media is mass communication and mass connectivity. If you just start saying, well, you're not, what you're saying I don't like, it's like, obviously, the majority of the fucking shit I see on Twitter, I don't fucking like. That's why I provide opposition. I'm like, hey, what you just said's fucking stupid. And then they reply back. They might call me an idiot. They might call me a fucking Russian butt. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? If everyone's a fucking Russian bot, then I'm just going to tear my fucking face off and show them a robot. Which would probably result in me in dying, and they would be fucking wrong. So in any case, they're wrong to anyway. No matter what I do, they're wrong. Is that how that works? No. Now, Gab, whenever this is all over, once you start figuring out what your next steps are to regain the lost ground, look at this. Now, whoever runs the social, this is the same criticism I gave on my other Gab video. Whoever runs the social media needs to use their own personal profile to talk shit. Gab is a brand. It should be treated as so, and it should pretty much show its free speech. Now, there are some times like I guess they're marketing through their social media profile where people call them Nazis. They're like, no, we're the platform for free speech. That's perfectly fine. But then somebody talking shit under a post that talks about upgrade to Gab's site, Gab doesn't need to talk shit. They need to stick with their brand guidelines as far as parroting what their platform's about. Whoever runs the Twitter profile doesn't need to inject their own personal political views into the post. Treat it like, if it's the CEO of Gab, he needs to treat his platform, his brand's Twitter account, like Elon Musk treats his Twitter accounts. At least I know he has somebody else run his social media Twitter, but his business accounts. But that's besides the point. Whoever's running it doesn't need to inject their personal opinion. See, Elon Musk is now using his personal profile to talk shit, meme, troll, whatever. Do that with your own personal profile. One of the reasons why, not the main reason, but one of the possible reasons that people feel like they do is the way you interact with people on Twitter, with the brand, the way Gab interacts with it. I know they're trolly, they're jokey, blah, 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 but that's interjecting personal opinion still, in a sense. But being jokey, I guess, is kind of fine. But when they start like majorly throwing shade, talking shit, that's not really professional. At least to me. The CEO might find it the best, most professional new type of marketing scheme in the world. But I know people get on Gab and follow Gab because of their jokey, trolly style, shit talking. But that's only going to go so far. If you are truly the platform of freedom of speech, show that you're at least with the brand itself, show at least that you're professional. Gab doesn't let anything get to it because it is a brand. Now, the CEO might fucking hate it, but vent on your own personal profile. That's really the hardest criticism I can give you, because the site looks good, everything else, like I said on the other video. I like it. It has more potential in 2 years than the other two had. Until a bunch of billionaires and millionaires invested in it, and then they had all the fucking resources that they could ever imagine. And see, it took them this long to get the perfect formula. But anyway, that's pretty much the 2 cents, or at least 2 dimes, however fucking long this video is. That's pretty much all I have to say at this point.